Hey guys, in this video I just wanted to share what I've been doing ever since the lockdown and how I spent it since, I guess, March, right? Anyway, and I'm wondering also what you've been doing anyway. So, pretty much the stuff that I've been doing is like with binging on Korean historical drama. I kind of already have this love for Korean historical drama because of the very colorful history that they have, and amazingly all of their history is well recorded in their these historical books which they have in Korea. And some of the Korean historical dramas which I've really enjoyed so much are like Empress Key, if you've seen that. Jumong. I know that Jumong, they actually showed it here in the Philippines, dubbed in Filipino, but when you watch the undubbed one, it's pretty good. Anyway, there's also the Deep Rooted Tree. That's a really good drama about this king in Korea that helped to put together the Korean alphabet. And then others are like Jung, that one's also good. And then lastly, Isan. Actually, I've watched a lot, and I've actually organized all the things that I've watched into like a chronological order, from the time pre Korean history to, the different stages or different eras. I don't call it eras. Different parts of Korean history, from the Joseon period to Goryeo, Goguryeo, etc. So I was just interested in all of that stuff. What else did I do? Well, I've been from a food perspective. It was really tough during the first few months because they closed down everything, and at least they had some of the supermarkets open to do all our grocery and stuff. So I've been going out to like Walter Mart to grab some groceries. At times I try to go to the food courts like in Landmark, but they're closed before. And what else? Mostly go to like whatever is open, like mostly the Japanese restaurants like in Little Tokyo, whatever is open. But at the same time, I learned how to like do some self-cooking. So I kind of became like vegetarian for a while. I cooked like salad. I didn't cook. I prepared some salads. I did like steaming lots of kamote. Oh my gosh, I've been steaming kamote, like purple kamote, orange kamote, the regular kamote, yellow kamote, and I tend to like dislike everything else except the orange kamote because the orange kamote is kind of sweet. So I enjoy eating it as just steaming it and then eating it. It's tasty. And of course, I make my own ramen. Well, I buy the pre-made ramen or pre-made fresh soba at the the Japanese grocery, and then I easily make my noodles, either cold or hot noodles with like seaweed. And I've been trying to make some sort of dishes for steaming different kinds of veggies, just to be sort of vegetarian, kind of. Anyway, what else have I been doing? Well, and I've been doing my regular swimming. Actually, the what's that? The common areas are all closed before, but until like towards the end of last year, or maybe the second or third quarter, they started to open the common areas. So I started to use the common areas to, well, the only common area I use is to swim. So it's the pool. When they reopened the pool, then I started swimming again and started doing my freestyle breaststroke and some laps, lots of laps. I always try to reach 2 kilometers in swimming. Aside from that, what else have I been doing? Well, I've been doing, surprisingly, catching up with my Chinese. So trying to learn. I did Chinese, like I learned Chinese starting in middle school. I think that was 8th grade, all the way till like high school. Until high school, it was like 5 years or so of Chinese. I got pretty good in reading Chinese, but then, like, since I don't use it at all, I don't remember anything. Maybe I can remember to count and stuff. And I've bumped into my Chinese teacher during the last year. Huang Lao Shi, I bumped into you, but I don't know, I forgot everything, right? So what I've been doing is using these apps, and I actually before the lockdown, I did take one month worth of every 1 or 3, was it 3 months worth, or I forgot, a period worth of learning Chinese. I think that was like for 13 weeks, starting November 2019 to the start of 2020. I did some Chinese class at Ateneo. Although I heard that there's something's happening with the Confucius Institute here, anyway, or around the world, anyway. And I won't talk about those stuff, anyway. But aside from that, since there are no classes before, and they don't do in-house classes anymore, I started doing this app. I've been using apps to learn Chinese a lot. So I found some nice apps for iOS, as well as some websites for like the dictionary to learn Chinese, and then also an app to do language exchange. I've gotten pretty good in reading, but I have to practice in speaking or talking with people so that I can practice more. So that's what I need to improve on. So maybe right now I have my language partners, and all I do is confirm some, like a teacher, like I pretend they're my teacher, and I ask them questions about what's the difference between this word versus that word, because in Chinese there's so many similar words, synonyms, but you can only use this word for this purpose or that word for that purpose, and it's really confusing because there are many things, the way the tones in Chinese, there are 5 tones, and you have to know all the tones, and if you say the wrong tone, then it becomes something else, right? Like for mama, there's mama for mother, and then you have ma, I think is for horse. So of course you don't want to call your mother a horse. And then you have ma, which is a particle also, right? A particle for question. And I found out that, aside from being confused with the tones and then confused with all these different ways, different words, etc. I mean, there's some good points for Chinese as well, but I don't know. I'm still in a learning process, so we'll see how that goes. I just have to spend more time. I will start talking to my Chinese language partners soon. Okay, what else have I been doing? Well, I've been doing some since I can't go to the gym, and before the pool was closed, before I started using Summit bottle containers, water containers, the big ones, I use them as weights. So I fill it up with water and use them as weights because they have a nice hold. The bottle itself has a nice area where you can hold it on the side and use it as weights. And I have my ab roller, which, I need to work on my abs much more. And what else? Let's see here. And of course, with the bed, you can just do crunches, leg ups, or whatever. And I have like a yoga mat, exercise mat where you can do crunches and push-ups and planks. I need to do more of those actually. And I've been exploring also using online shopping because everything was closed before. So things like I would try to browse around with is like using Lazada. I see a lot of technical stuff, techie stuff on Lazada, but I've never used Lazada. Have I? I don't remember. But I've tried using Shopee to buy stuff, like cooking utensils. Actually, a lot of cooking utensils are from China, but I find out later on, like, some of these utensils I bought, well, I bought two. One of them is kind of like useless, and then later on I realized, why do you have to process your food when it's better to not process them and properly chew your own food? Make use of your own muscles to chew and all that stuff. So I ended up not using the equipment, right? Though I use one of the equipment to finally chop stuff when I make salsa. That saves a lot of time because, if you have to chop everything, it takes so much time, right? I've used Food Panda. Have I used Food Panda? Yeah, I've used Food Panda once, especially because since now they have a lot of like discounts, like 20% off or even more, depending on the time of the day or the day of the week, right? Lalamove, I haven't used Lalamove, but I've installed various apps to see which one's the best ones to use, and the ones I've pretty much used are Food Panda, I've used Grab Food, and I've used Shopee. So those are the ones I've been using most of. Yeah. What else I've been doing? Oh, I've been doing some home improvement. So things like I found this thing called Clorox Tilex. It's amazing. It's this thing that you buy it has a spray, and like you wouldn't know how clean your bathroom is until you spray it with this thing. It has bleach, and then like you realize there was mold there, and it's like magic. Like the mold disappears and disintegrates, and parts of your bathroom is already clean. So you're like shocked. I actually used it for my senior citizen friend who lives nearby here, because I noticed the ground of her bathroom has lots of black stuff. So I was like wondering, what are those black stuff? And she says she keeps on scrubbing it all the time, but it never disappears. So I told her one time, hey, I have something and I think you should try it out. So I actually brought it to her unit and I actually sprayed it, and then the following day when we had lunch together, she says it's a miracle. It's like, what happened to it? It's like completely clean. Actually, I discovered that because I remember I went to this Japanese restaurant, and when we went inside to one of the rooms, it smelled like hospital. So I was wondering, what is this smell? It smells like alcohol or something else. But then I asked the staff, what they do to clean the rooms or sanitize the rooms, or because of all this COVID restrictions, etc. They use alcohol to clean as well as bleach. Some bleach sanitizing things, so they bleach everything, so it smells like bleach. Then I realized after using this Clorox with Tilex, it smells exactly the same thing. Hey, but one thing you have to make sure of is when you use it, you leave it there for a while, but make sure to switch on the exhaust fan or make sure it's properly ventilated, because you don't want to inhale those bad those fumes, because they're not good for you. So that's my cleaning kind of learning. I have a problem though. I don't know if anyone of you can help me. Like you have your bathroom enclosure made of glass or whatever. You have glass inside the bathroom, and then of course if it gets wet by water, usually our water here in the Philippines I believe is not treated for hard water, and there's still lots of minerals and stuff inside the water when you take a shower. So if you let the water dry, I realize if I don't squeegee it away from the glass, it's gonna leave like hard water marks. I've been trying to use like what's this? What do you call that? Vinegar. I've been using even what's that? Baking soda. All these things, hacks on the internet, but none of them work. One thing which kind of worked was, getting like a utility blade and like scraping things out and putting water and stuff like this. So that's been working, but I was wondering if there's any like major like solvent or something that can easily get rid of all those what's that? Hard water stains. So how do you do that? Maybe some of you can like let me know what to do for that, right? I don't know. Let's see what else I've been doing, Oh, another thing which I've been doing is, wow, I found this app called, well, I think it's in all platforms. It's the Google News app. It's an amazing app that actually allows you to choose topics, and it groups everything together, like from different news agencies. For example, like topic about Duterte, about what's the particular news topic about Duterte, for example, talking about something. It will group all the similar articles from different networks like Rappler, ABS-CBN, GMA, Inquirer, all the different news outlets, and group them together so that you can see with a particular topic, everything about a particular topic. So you don't have to see so many posts about something over and over. It really groups them all together. So I'm pretty happy about this Google News Reader. I think you should install it. So you can get it groups everything according to like the Philippines. It can group everything according to the world, technology, etc. like that. And it will subgroup them into different topics which you can review easily. Right? So if you have used that, I've been reading a lot of news and stuff since you can't newspaper. I don't touch newspaper or whatever, right? And what else is there? I think that's pretty much what I've been doing. I haven't been doing anything else from aside from that stuff. How about you guys? What have you been doing? Is there anything else you've been doing aside from, the stuff I've been doing? Maybe you've been doing other stuff which you'd like to share. Even now I'm watching some sort of Korean historical drama. I'm not sure if it's real. I sometimes have to check whether it's real or not by checking the wiki page, and then the wiki page about the series will show you whether there's something historical about it, or maybe it's just all purely fiction. Anyway, enough of me talking. It's already the end of the day here in Manila, and I wish everybody is doing well. I've been seeing so much news about all these what's this? The new outbreaks in different cities, be it in China or the UK or wherever. So everyone be safe, and I wish that somehow we will be able to overcome all of this stuff. A lot of people are saying that this is all caused by how the world, or how the human race is already encroaching into various parts of the world where all new viruses and new stuff that can get us sick get discovered because we encroach into undiscovered places. I have to choose the right words for that. So oh, sorry. Yeah. So, and I don't know, a lot of people are talking about going vegetarian so as not to impact the fauna of the world, right? Because the more they find out that more and more you eat meat, well, it leads to a lot of health problems. Yeah, anyway, that's why I've been trying to go vegetarian. Anyway, I'll stop for now. Here's wishing you have a great day. And one more thing. So I've been following the news about that flight attendant. So please, guys, do not keep on sending stuff out to other people when the facts have not been confirmed yet. It's pretty sad to see that people have been sending stuff out even though it's not confirmed, and I don't know, let's just respect everyone's privacy and just let the people who are doing their job do their job, right? Although it's a good thing that people are pointing out the wrong things, but let's be careful when we share information in social media, because it can really hurt a lot of people and create a lot of animosity and strain in people's lives, people who are unwillingly affected by this when they have nothing to do with it, or we don't know, right? So anyway, take care and have a great day. Till then, my next blog post. Take care. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do subscribe down below. Cheers.